Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm sitting back in front of a window. I decided to film another video like this in front of natural light because you guys seem to really enjoy the last video where I did this. So I filmed this look using products that I'm just really enjoying right now. I know on my channel, I do a lot of videos where I do like full face of nothing new where we kind of dip back into throwback products, or I do a lot of like favorites videos and trying brand new products. But in this tutorial, I just really wanted to sit down and use stuff that I'm really enjoying right now. And I wanted to create a more glam look in natural light. So this is the look that I'm going to be creating today. Before we get into the video, you guys, I'm so excited about this. I've been waiting for so long to be able to tell you guys about this new product, and it's finally here. I can finally tell you. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have already seen me talk about this because I'm genuinely obsessed with it. I'm seriously so honored to be partnering with Briogeo, which is one of my very favorite hair care brands of all time. You guys have heard me talk about them time and time again. Briogeo is a brand that is near and dear to my heart. I absolutely love them, and I just admire them so much. They've really inspired me in so many ways, and they've been absolutely fantastic to work with over the past 2 years. I stand behind this brand. I stand behind these products. You guys will not be disappointed. And earlier this week, my husband and I flew out to New York City to celebrate the launch of this brand new product. I've been testing this product out for 2 months, you guys. They sent me this back in April. I've been trying it out every single time I wash my hair, and I have developed a full opinion on this product because I've tried it for so long now. Let's rewind a little bit. You guys have probably heard me talk about this product right here from Briogeo. This is something that I've been using since it launched last year, and I never thought that anything could compete with that shampoo and conditioner until this. You guys, it's this right here. It's the new Briogeo Be Gentle, Be Kind Banana and Coconut Nourishing Superfood Shampoo and Conditioner. Oh my gosh. Isn't this darling? It is so cute. And I'm gonna be honest, when I first heard about banana and coconut, I was like, am I really gonna like that scent? And I'm happy to report, you guys, it is a delicious banana scent. So this is a brand new container. I want to show you guys the ones that I've actually been using so you can really see how much of this I've actually used. Look at that. My husband uses the shampoo, which is why there's quite a bit more shampoo gone, but we both have been loving this. I start with the shampoo, obviously, and I just wet my hair and start to lather this up. It lathers up really, really nicely, just like the matcha and kale shampoo, if you're familiar with that one. It really suds up and it feels like it's really, really cleaning your hair, but it does not strip the hair of any natural oils, and it just leaves your hair feeling clean. Not to mention, it smells like an actual vacation. It's so amazing, you guys. I love the scent of this. And then I'll just go ahead and rinse it out and I'll move into the conditioner. So for me personally, for conditioner, I like to run that through the mid-lengths of the hair all the way to the ends, just because I have a little bit more fine hair. I don't like conditioner to weigh down the hair on my scalp, so I personally like to use it more toward the ends. And I will also let this sit in the hair to really soak up all of the wonderful ingredients that are in this product. The shampoo and conditioner both contain banana, coconut, and acai, which is gonna really help support healthy hair. Another thing I've really been loving about this shampoo and conditioner is I just feel like it's really balancing. You still get all the amazing benefits from the superfoods like you do in the matcha and kale shampoo and conditioner, but with this one I feel like it really balances my scalp and hair. I washed my hair with it today and I didn't put any other products in so you guys could really see the texture and finish of my hair. My hair still looks so healthy and so shiny. I feel like the banana and coconut formula is just perfect for nourished and balanced hair. If you're somebody who wants a really intense boost of hydration and you need some serious replenishing, I would definitely recommend the kale and apple. They are slightly different formulas. I personally still use both depending on what I feel like, but I'm just so excited that I'm finally able to talk about this. If you've been a fan of the matcha and apple replenishing shampoo and conditioner, you're going to love this one. Briogeo was kind enough to give me a discount code if you want to check this out, so you can get 20% off their entire website with the code Allie, which is a great opportunity to try out this new shampoo and conditioner. The 20% coupon code will be active for a limited time. After that, it will go down to 10%, but you can also find these shampoo and conditioners at Sephora, so I will have everything linked down below for you guys. I highly recommend these. I have put them to the test. I've been using them for 2 months and I absolutely love how my hair looks and feels. So if you guys want to give them a go, I will have everything down below. And now if you want to see how I got this makeup look right here using products that I'm currently really, really loving, just go ahead and keep watching. All right, you guys, let's jump right into the makeup look. The hard thing about doing your makeup in front of natural light is there's a little bit of a race against the sun, you know? So we're gonna start by prepping the skin. I'm just gonna show you like another option that I like to use. I know I've shown you guys my Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Defense, which is what I love to use as like a primer and sunscreen. On other days, I like to use this combo, or I also have the tinted version of the Drunk Elephant sunscreen. But this right here is the Drunk Elephant Umbra Sheer Physical Daily Defense Sunscreen, and this is the Drunk Elephant De-Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Serum. So what I like to do is I'll just take a little bit of this, probably about that much on my hand, and then I do just a little drop of the Deep Bronzy, so about that ratio, and I like to combine the two together. The Deep Bronzy will just kind of add a little bit of a bronze tint, which is not only fun for summer, but it also kind of helps counteract the white cast that the zinc sunscreen can kind of give. So that's why I like to combine the two. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this all over the skin. I'm just gonna kind of use this as a primer today. I don't think I brought a primer up here. A lot of times I will just use a sunscreen as a primer, especially this one because I feel like it leaves a nice glow to the skin. So that's what we're gonna do today. So I've already done my brows off camera if you can't tell. And today I used the M Cosmetics Fine Liner Brow Pencil in the shade Deep Taupe. I've been really into this, and so I just filled in my brows with that. We are going to do the eyes first. I'm actually gonna go into the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I'm gonna be using the shade Light Sand for the eyelid. It's so funny, I'm like recently getting back into this a little bit. I haven't really religiously used Tarte Shape Tape in the longest time, but I feel like I finally learned to just use less, and I've just kind of fallen in love with it all over again. So I'm just gonna go ahead and buff that all over the eyelid. And this brush is the Morphe M173 brush. A lot of you guys ask every single time I use this on my channel what brush it is, and it honestly is so good for this purpose. Like I love to use it to buff out concealer on the eyelid and even underneath the eyes. It's really great for that. But I do like to make sure there's no lines, so I like to go over that with a sponge. I'm not sure if the mic is gonna pick up the crickets in the background. So sorry if you hear some like bugs or crickets chirping. Do crickets chirp? Is that the word for it? All right, let's go ahead and set the concealer on the eyes. I'm gonna be using the Glossier Wowder in the shade G11 to G12. This has been like my favorite powder. I've been reaching for it a ton. It's just so versatile in the way that it allows you to really set your makeup if you're doing something more glam, or if you're doing something more natural. It's not gonna take away like the natural look of your skin. It really just kind of sets the makeup and keeps your skin looking like skin since it's so finely milled. I really just have been loving that. For eyeshadow, I wanted to use this palette. This is kind of a throwback. It's the KKW Beauty Classic Eyeshadow Palette. I started using this the other day, and ever since I pulled it out of the drawer, it's been sitting on my desk, and I just have not stopped using it. I used to use this one a ton, and then you know how it goes. Like you buy new palettes, new things come to the market, and you just kind of switch up your routine. So that's kind of what happened to me, and I stopped using this, and now I'm back into it and I love it. So I'm gonna be taking this shade right here, which is called Fade, and I'm just gonna kind of apply that to the lid as a little bit of a base. I'm not gonna do too much, just a little bit. Next, I'm gonna dip into this shade right here, which I love. This one is called Florence. And I'm just gonna take the same brush we were just using, and I'm gonna use this as our transition shade. So I'm gonna start in the crease and then just kind of work in light layers and kind of buff it out. The last time I did a window tutorial, I feel like we did something a little bit more natural. So that's why I thought it'd be fun to show you what a glam look would look like in natural light. Because with glam makeup looks, lighting is everything. So I wanted to show you what it would look like in daylight and how you can kind of still achieve a really beautiful glam look that's gonna look good in the daytime. Because a lot of us have situations like that, especially in the summertime where the days are longer. Like sometimes you wanna do a really nice glam look, but you also need it to look good in the evening. So that's kind of the inspiration for this look. Next, we're gonna go into this shade right here, which is called Selfish. And I'm gonna take a Morphe M433 brush, and I'm gonna start to work this shade on the outer corner and also into the crease a little bit. I think this peachy color is so beautiful. I love wearing peach on my eyes, so this has been a shade that I have been reaching for quite a bit recently. I'm just kind of blending back and forth and building it up in light layers again until I reach the intensity that I want. I feel like for now, that's about where I want it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to this eye. Look how nice those blend together. Like this palette is seriously so good. All right, we're gonna move into a bronze shade. This one right here. And this one is called Chicago. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this with my finger. Look how pretty it is. And I'm gonna start kind of in the center, but I do want it coming from like almost the very inner corner all the way across the eyelid. Sometimes I forget how much I love just a good classic bronzy look. Like I know warm toned eyeshadows are nothing exciting, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, let's be honest, like they're the most flattering and they're the most foolproof on so many people. I just think they look so pretty. Okay, let's go ahead and kind of deepen up the outer corner a little bit. I'm gonna start with this shade right here. I might take a deeper shade in a minute. This one is called Calabasas. And I'm just kind of pressing that on the outer portion of the eye just to start to deepen that up. I definitely do feel like I need something deeper though. with this look. I really want to keep the dimension. So that kind of gave a good like shape. But now I'm going to mix these two right here actually and just take a tiny bit of both. And I'm going to use that to kind of deepen up this outer corner even more. And I like to focus the deeper colors kind of along the lash line first, and then I kind of buff them into the crease on this outer V. I feel like I want just about that much dimension. I don't want it to be too dark on the outer corner, but definitely enough to where you can actually see it, you know? I'm gonna dip my finger back into the Chicago shade and just kind of pat that on the center of the lid again. Since I brushed some of it off with the brush that I just used, I want to add that back in to the rest of the eyelid. If this is as glam as you want it to be, you can totally leave it here, but I thought it'd be so fun to take this right here. This is the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliner, and this is in the shade Starfire. It's just the most beautiful bronze. I haven't had a chance to use this shade yet, although I've used this formula before quite a bit, and I just really love it. You can either use this as an eyeliner, or you can use it like I'm gonna show you here, and just kind of like draw little stripes across the entire lid, and it just creates the most beautiful sparkly eyeshadow on top. Ooh, that bronze shade is so good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of layer this up right over top of where we applied the copper shade. This is so pretty, oh my gosh. And it looks so good in daytime, and then when it gets dark outside and then the low light flickers on top of the glitter, like, it's so good. Glitter looks good in the daytime and in the evening. I'm somebody who loves to wear glitter in the daytime. I literally don't even care. To me, it's like an everyday necessity, not just like a special occasion kind of thing. I love glitter. It's just my favorite. I just keep building this up until it's the same intensity on both eyes. I'm trying to match it as best as I can. I think that looks so pretty. It's kind of tacky right now, so I'm just gonna look down for a minute. You know what? Let me see if I can dry it faster with my fan. Maybe this will work. I just don't want it to crease at all, so I'm waiting for it to dry before I full on open my eyes, you know? I think that worked pretty well. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, it's just so pretty, and it's even better in the natural light. That's what's kind of fun about doing makeup looks like this in front of a window, is like you get the real effect when it comes to sparkly things. Sometimes in my studio lights, since there's so much light coming from every angle, you don't really see the glitteriness. Is that a word? So I think it's kind of fun that we can see it right by the window. Ooh, it's so pretty. I'm just taking a makeup wipe and I'm gonna clean up any fallout under the eyes and then just kind of sharpen up this edge here. And then I'm gonna take my finger and just kind of press the line that we created. I don't want it to be too sharp or harsh. I want it to look nice and diffused. All right, let's move on to complexion. Like I said before, I'm not gonna be using any primer. I'm just gonna make my sunscreen count for today. And I wanted to use this again on camera. I used this a while back on my channel and I've used it off camera several times, but I wanted to bring it back because a lot of you guys said you've picked it up and you also love it as much as I do. It's the NYX Bear With Me Tinted Skin Veil, and I am gonna wear the shade Natural Soft Beige. The thing I've really loved about this is kind of the same reason why I love that Glossier powder. It's just, I find that I can really build it up if I want to, or I can keep it really natural for like no makeup days, and it just makes my skin look so nice. I just love how lightweight it is, so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of blend this out with a foundation brush first. I like to make sure to blend it down the neck. And then after I feel like it's evenly distributed with a brush, I'm gonna go back in with my sponge and just kind of press everything down. And that will help it look even more natural. So hopefully you guys can see that finish on camera. It looks like you can see it pretty well, but it just makes your skin look more even. It doesn't add a certain texture to the skin or anything like that. And what I mean by that is like a visible foundation-y texture. Like I said before, I really like it for no makeup looks, but I also can transform it into more of a glam look by using more of a full coverage concealer. So that's what I'm gonna do with the Tarte Shape Tape. I'm gonna take a little bit of a deeper shade for the blemishes. This is 22 Light Neutral, and I'm just gonna use this to kind of spot conceal any areas that I want a tad bit more coverage. Got lots of little dots on my forehead. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and blend those out first with the sponge. And this way you get a really nice flawless base where you can still conceal, you know, any unwanted blemishes or discoloration, but then like the rest of your skin looks so fresh and natural. I'm gonna take the lighter shade and go ahead and conceal the under eye area. This is where I've gotta be extra careful because Tarte Shape Tape actually does crease on me pretty bad. So I don't wanna use too much, and I start further away from the eye than I do with most concealers. Well, somehow I misplaced that fancy concealer brush. Not really sure how I lost it. But I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this out with a sponge. And I'm starting out by blending it out kind of lower, and then I'm bringing up what's left on the sponge higher toward the eye. And that just helps me kind of control the amount of product that I have around the eye area, and it also helps prevent creasing, or just reduce creasing, I guess. I can still crease sometimes with this concealer, but this definitely helps. I'm just taking what's left on the sponge and kind of pressing that in the center of the eyebrows. And that's that. I'm really happy with like the overall coverage and finish that this gives. So let's go ahead and set the face. I'm gonna go back into my handy dandy Glossier powder. And first I'm gonna make sure that that under eye area is nice and locked in. So I'm gonna take a smaller brush and just kind of pack that into the area. I'm not like baking or anything, but I definitely wanna make sure that it's nice and set. And then I'm gonna take a bigger brush with that same powder, and I'm just gonna go ahead and use that to lock in the rest of the foundation. Oh man, that was not smart. I just dumped that all over me. All right, so my makeup is set. I like to make sure there's no tacky areas on the places that we're going to apply bronzer. I was gonna go into bronzer, but now I think I'm gonna finish up the eyes really quick. So let's just quickly kind of do the same thing that we did on the top. I'm gonna go in with this yellow first. Tap off the extra and just kind of lightly buff that along the entire lower lash line. I like to make sure that it kind of connects to the existing shadows out here. That just kind of helps everything look more complete once the eyeshadow is done and the mascara is applied. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna take the same brush and dip into the pink. And I like to just pinch the brush and kind of layer that right over top. I am going slightly closer to the lash line with this one. And then I'm gonna go ahead and dip into this shade right here. And I'm taking a smaller brush with this shade just so I can really kind of get between the lashes on the outer third of the lower lash line. And again, I'm making sure to kind of connect that with the existing shadows out here. And then I'm gonna take that same brush, I'm just wiping it off a little bit. And I'm gonna dip into the bronzy shade that we have on the top lid. I'm gonna make sure to tap off the extra, and I'm gonna run this shade along the inner corner till about halfway across the lower lash line. I think this shade is so pretty. I just love it. Since this heavy metal glitter liner has such a fine tipped applicator, I think I'm gonna add a little bit along the lower lashes. I don't wanna put as much along the lower lashes as I have on the top, but I do want something. I think, I'm gonna pat that out a little bit. I feel like that's too much. There we go. Just like a little hint of something. I'm gonna do the same thing where I just kind of pat out the glitter so it's not too harsh. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and apply mascara. That's gonna really bring the eye look together. I've been loving this. This is the Nabla Major Pleasure Mascara, and it's just such a good volumizing mascara. I don't know what it is about this, but it makes my lower lashes look especially good. Sorry if the lighting just changed. It just got darker in here. Oh my gosh. It's kind of cloudy outside, and I guess that can be a con to trying to film in front of natural light. It's just not quite as reliable as studio lights, but what can you do? I'm just gonna go ahead and apply about 2 coats to the top and bottom lashes. All right, so mascara is on. I got a little bit of mascara on the top lid, but we're just gonna continue. So you guys probably know how much I love the Honest Beauty highlighter. I wanted to try this out as a bronzer. This is the Luminizing Glow Powder in the shade Dusk Reflection. So it's gonna be a little bit more of an illuminating bronzer. Hopefully this doesn't like mess up everything, but I'm hoping that it won't. I'm hoping it will look really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and take that on my bronzer brush, and I'm gonna start to just kind of put that on the high points of the face. You know what? As I'm applying this, I actually really like it. It has a bit of a sheen in the pan, as you can see right here. It's a very similar sheen that the highlighter has, which is why I was kind of nervous that it would look sparkly, but it's looking really good. I'm gonna make sure to bronze down the neck just to make sure things look, you know, nice and even. Whoa, okay, that's actually way prettier than I was expecting. I like that. Okay, let's use where's my powder brush? Here it is. I like to take what's left on the powder brush, just kind of buff over everything, you know, just to make sure it's nice and blended out. I really like that bronzer. Oh, okay. Let's actually put on some highlighter. Here's my highlighter. This is like my favorite right now. This is also from Honest Beauty. This is called the Midnight Reflection Luminizing Glow Powder, and it's just so good. I love it because you can really build it up to more of an intense glow, or you can keep it really, really natural. And there's something about the formula, since you're able to build it up, that just makes it look like it's literally coming from the skin. There's nothing sitting on top of the skin. And that's why I can't stop using it. It's one of my absolute favorite makeup items right now. So I'm just gonna keep building this up on the high points of the face. And I like to put a little bit on the cheeks. And I like to wrap a little bit around the brow right here. We'll do a little on the Cupid's bow. And then I also always put some right here in the center of the nose. Whoa, there's the sun again. You guys, this is crazy. Sunshine is just coming up and down. Now I feel like it's too bright in here. What the heck? Okay, let's go ahead and apply some blush. I'm gonna use this right here. It's the Burt's Bees Bare Peach Blush. I just felt like a peach blush would look so pretty with that eyeshadow palette, so I'm just gonna smile and kind of add that to the apples of the cheeks and then brush it backwards toward the ear. Some of the other Burt's Bees blushes are extremely matte. I feel like this has a tiny bit of a sheen to it, which I actually really think looks nice when it's on the cheeks. So I really like that. I'm gonna go back into the brush that we used with powder and just kind of buff over the cheeks just to make sure everything is blended and softened, that it looks as natural as possible. I'm actually gonna take this champagne shade right here in the KKW palette. This is called Saint. And what I'm gonna do with this is we're going to highlight the inner corner of the eyes. So I'm just taking a smaller brush and I'm just kind of layering that up in the inner corner. This is actually a beautiful inner corner highlight. I normally use just whatever highlight I'm using, but I really like the undertone of this, so I thought I would use it in today's video. And I'm also gonna go ahead and apply whatever's left on the brush right here under the brow, just to kind of lift that. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of brush up the brows. I like to do this if I've done my brows first. I'll just kind of revisit them once like the face makeup is on, because sometimes it can fade a little bit with powders and foundation, but I like to do my brows first when I'm doing my eyeshadow just to kind of guide the shape of the eyeshadow. I don't have, very full brows, so it really helps me to just do my brows first, even if that means I've got to touch them up after I've done my makeup. All right, this is where we assess the situation. Oh my gosh, whoa, it just got so dark. You guys, well, at least you can see how the makeup looks when it's very sunny versus when it's dark. All right, let's go ahead and wipe off any foundation that got on the lips. And for lips today, here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. Anyway, I want to use this right here. This is the MAC Subculture lip liner, and it has been one of my favorites for a while now. It's just one of my go-to nude colors when I've got something more bold on the eyes. So I like to line and fill in the lips with this, and I do overline a little bit with this, just right here and a little bit on the top. And then for lips, I really wanted to use one of these Hourglass lip glosses. I brought the whole PR box upstairs because I didn't know which one I would want to use. Ooh, maybe this one. This is called Sublime. What's another option? Ooh, a darker rose. This one's called Truth. Let's go with Sublime. Just seems like a pretty color, especially with this lip liner. I think it will look really nice. Look at the applicator on this. Isn't that crazy? I really like it though. Let's go ahead and apply some of this. Ooh, I almost feel like that's too much. I'm gonna wipe a little bit off back into the tube. And let's apply this on top of the lip liner. It matches really nicely. All right, let's make sure that everything looks as good as we want it to before we set the makeup. And in the monitor, it looks like I would need more bronzer. I'm gonna add more bronzer anyway. But in the mirror, I feel like, I'm pretty good. I'm gonna add just a little more to the forehead. This bronzer is pretty, you guys. I was not expecting to love it this much. And then we're gonna use another one of my favorite products. I know I can't shut up about this, but it's because it's amazing. This is the Ciate London Dewy Stick, and it just gives you the most amazing glow. So you can see I've already got a glow from the powder highlight, but I like to layer this on top just on the areas that I really want to glow. Can you see that? I hope so, because truly it's amazing. This has no shimmer to it. It's just dew. Like, it's just a bunch of dewy goodness in a little container, and it is wonderful. It does have a little bit of a tacky finish, so just be aware, but I love how you can apply it on top of powders, and it kind of just gives back that radiant glow while still allowing you to set your face if you want to, especially for more glam looks. This is just like such a good product. I know I keep talking about it, but I'm not gonna stop talking about it because it's so good. My favorite part, let's set the face. And I'm gonna be using the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist. Look how pretty. Look at that. Look at that. So pretty. Okay, look how much of this I've used. This is like a pretty recent purchase for me, which kind of makes me nervous because, it's not the most expensive setting spray out there, but it's definitely not the cheapest. But I feel like I'm gonna go through this really fast. So I just like to give it a little shake. And then we're gonna spritz the face, probably because I use like 15 sprays every time I use it. Oh well. I'm gonna take my fan. It smells so good. Ah, where's my sponge? Ah, here it is. I like to take my sponge and just kind of press down all the powders. And this brings back that like unpowdered skin look, Look at that. Look at the finish. It's so nice. I feel like a supermodel with my hair like this. All right, and just to make sure that the brows don't go anywhere, I like to use my tried and true Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. The letters are wearing off, that's how much I've used this. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this through the brows, and then I'm gonna show you another brow product that I'm kind of like into. I don't know, I'll show you in a second. A clear brow gel though is like a necessity for me. I can't leave the house without setting my brows. This is what I've been kind of like dabbling into. I'm not sure. I think I've been really liking it. I'll definitely show you guys, obviously, so you can see what it looks like. But this is the Benefit 3D Brow Tones, and this is in the shade 4, and basically it's supposed to like kind of give your brows highlights, you know? Sometimes I use it on its own. I've actually never tried layering it on top of my 24-hour brow setter, but I wanted to because I like the longevity of that, but I like the finish of this, so I wanted to see if layering it would do anything. So that's what I'm trying out today. I just like the idea of my brows having a little bit more dimension. You guys probably also know by now that I love to take my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and I'll just take this and kind of pat down any areas that I don't want shine throughout the day. So for me, that's like the tip of the nose, around the smile lines, the chin, a little bit on the forehead here, just like that. But I like to leave like the outer parts of my face nice and glowy. Oh, it's getting darker. You know what? Now that my makeup look is done, I want to smell good. Hold please. I have just been loving this all over again. I think I mentioned this in a favorites video several months back, and I just have to mention it again. It is so good. This is the Allie perfume, and this is the scent Vanilla 28. Oh, now it's all dark. Maybe this is a good opportunity to really show you like the texture of my skin up close, because I know sometimes the sunshine can kind of wash it out or expose it, so I really wanted to show you like the eyeshadow and everything up close. See, I have pores. No, but really, I think it's good to show like, you know, my skin looks like skin. I've got pores, I've got texture, but it doesn't take away from like the makeup look, you know? Hope you enjoyed that. See, now the sun's coming out. Ooh, I look nice and golden, love that. Anyway, back to the fragrance. Something you gotta know about me, you guys, is I don't like vanilla. I don't like warm scents. It's just not my top pick. Like, I'm okay with it, but when it comes to perfumes, I go for just completely different scents. So the fact that I love this vanilla perfume says something. It is good. It's different than all the other vanillas. If you like warm scents, you'll definitely love this. If you're somebody who wants to like warm scents, but you just can't, you like more fresh scents, I still think you'll like this. I'm gonna give it a good spritz. I just feel like this makeup look smells like this, you know? All right, you guys, so that completes this makeup look. I hope you enjoyed. I absolutely love how glam this looks, but the skin still looks natural. I apologize for the inconsistencies in lighting, but you know what? We did our best, didn't we? Also, thanks again to Briogeo for partnering with me on this video. Again, if you guys want to try the new banana and coconut nourishing shampoo and conditioner, everything will be linked down below. You guys are seriously going to love them. If you're new here, hi, my name is Allie, and I would love for you to join the family. You can do so by hitting the subscribe button, and if you're already a subscriber but you want to be notified on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays when I upload, click on the bell after you subscribe and you'll get a notification every single time I post. That's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I will see you all in my next video. Love you. Bye!